Alright guys, how's it guys going here on this Sunday night? Tonight, I think today overall has been, just a little busy, night or just day. The 10-year anniversary 9/11, and, for all those who lost loved ones and, everything, just, again, my heart's and prayers, go to you and stuff. And then of course we had a crazy day in football. I know me and, the rest of the guys, wrestling guy, Chase, Brandon, we're all just catching up on our fantasy football and watching cool games. We just saw a really good game between the Jets and Cowboys. I'm no Jets fan, but that was a good game. So, anyway, TNA. Despite all this, TNA had pay-per-view, no surrender. It was an okay pay-per-view. It was okay. I'm not gonna stand here and say, "Oh, that was the best pay-per-view ever." But there were some things I liked, and there were some things that I stood there going, "What was the point of that?" But I'll get to that in a sec. First, we had the number one contender match between Jesse Sorensen and Kid Kash. Now, Kid Kash, I know the guy's getting up there in age, but he did pretty good in this match, along with the young kid Jesse Sorensen. I know some people don't really like Jesse Sorensen, but not many guys in professional wrestling these days have a gimmick. At least he has a gimmick. He has like the football jock type of gimmick. It kind of reminds me of a combination of he has like Alex Riley's gimmick, like back then, like NXT. And for some reason, it looks remind me of the combination of Evan Bourne and Randy Orton when he first started. I don't know why, but this was an okay match. It was good. Kid Kash, he was about to win. He was getting in it with the referee, getting angry, and then Jesse hit some like a reverse DDT or something. I don't know what that's called, but Jesse did pick up the victory, and it was a good match. So Jesse Sorensen is now the number one contender for the X Division Championship, which will be decided later on in the night. But first, we also got one of the Bound for Glory Series semifinal matches. We had Robert Roode. Excuse me. That was James Storm. James Storm versus Bully Ray. A lot of people don't like Bully Ray. I'm a fan of Bully Ray. Not a huge fan, but I'm a fan of Bully Ray. I like his gimmick. Let's face it, whether you like it or not, Bully Ray is one of the top heels, if not the top heel, in TNA right now. This was good and everything. This was a good match. It went kind of slow compared to usual. The reason why, Bully Ray was just pulling his gimmick. He's supposed to be the heel. He's like, oh, I'll go in the ring, I'll get out of the ring, I'll get in the ring, I'll get out of the ring. He was stalling. That's his job. It's his heel. That's his job. He's supposed to, you're supposed to boo him and be like, what the fuck, But, it was a good match overall. James Storm, the highlight really was James Storm getting the beer bottle, about to spit it in Bully Ray's face. Bully Ray ducked out of the way, hits the referee's face. Referee disqualifies James Storm. Bully Ray keeps up the victory and advances to the finals of the Bound for Glory Series match. Then we had, by the way, if I go out of order, excuse me. So I believe we had did we have the tag title? No, I think we had the Knockouts. So we're going with the Knockouts title match. Winter with Angelina Love versus Mickie James. This match reminded me so much of the Hardcore Justice match. It's not even funny. Just the result and everything. The match itself was okay. It was an alright women's match. It was okay. We all know Mickie can do it. Mickie looked like Wonder Woman. That's some hardcore country. But anyway, this was a good match. Both women, I think, did a good job. The only problem I had with this match was Angelina Love. I know it's supposed to be kind of, Winter's slave, I guess you could say. The only problem, though, is that she got into this match way too many times, and she did the same thing at Hardcore Justice. She grabbed Mickey's leg like 4 different times. And, at one point the referee, it looked like he knew, and he was looking at Mickie while she was being, beat up by Angelina Love. The referee didn't do anything. I was like, what the hell? But, again, Winter, Angelina Love, she gets hurt from Winter. Mickie, looks like she's about to hit her DDT, and then Winter hits that red mist, the blood, whatever you want to call that, spits it in her face, and Winter gets a victory and is again the Knockouts champion. So I don't know how TNA is trying to make this sense. TNA gave the women's knockout title to Katie Lee, Winter, at Hardcore Justice. She loses it a few weeks later at an Impact, and then Mickie loses it here. I mean, Is Winter just warming his title up for Velvet Sky at Bound for Glory? It's a possibility, but we're going to have to find out. Anyway, the night went on. So then we had the what match did we have? Oh, we had the tag title match. We had the Pope and Brother Devon versus Mexican America. This match was alright. You know, it was okay. To me, it felt kind of slow compared to the other matches, but it was alright. For what it was, especially the Pope and Brother Devon, kind of a random tag team there. But you know, I actually thought the Pope was gonna turn heel at one point. You know, but no, we had Brother Devon, the Pope spanking both Serena and Rosita in this match. True story. But Mexican America picks up the victory here, retains the tag titles, and yeah. So Mexican America retains. Then we had James Storm versus Gunner. I know we had damn, I'm telling you, this crazy night. Robert Roode versus Gunner. This was actually a good match. Robert Roode, you know, I know a lot of people are, you know, being like, oh, I love Robert Roode. You know, I've been a fan of Robert Roode. You know, even a little bit before, you know, Beer Money. So you know, he's talented. A lot of people call him the Canadian Triple H. You know, but you know, he's a talented guy, and he's one of the great young studs that TNA has to offer, and you know, he's one of the future guys, and I think TNA saw it with this match. You know, both Robert Roode and Gunner put a good match. Robert Roode wins from hitting the crossface, and you know, tapped out was Gunner. So it was James Storm versus why did I say James Storm again? God, Robert Roode versus Bully Ray in the finals. But then we had the X Division match: Austin Aries versus Brian Kendrick. This was a good match. To me, one of the better matches of the night. It's pretty exciting. These guys were going back and forth. Just a good old match, you know. There's a lot of good spots. These guys was flying for a little bit, for a while. Then Austin Aries, you know, hits, I don't know what that move's called. It wasn't sliced bread, but you know, he hit it, and then you know, we had a new X Division champion, and it was kind of obvious a little bit, because TNA before this night started, TNA was advertising both Winter and, you know, being Knockouts champion, and Austin Aries being X Division champ, so that kind of gave it away. But you know, congratulations Austin Aries. And then now we got the Bound for Glory Series Finals match. This was good. It was kind of like Bully Ray versus James Storm. You know, Bully Ray stalled. I think he even ripped up a fan's sign. But you know, this was a good match, and you know, Robert Roode, congratulations to him. He, you know, won the finale, and he's going to go to Bound for Glory and face whoever wins the World Heavyweight Championship match. And you know, Bobby Roode, I mean, that guy, I mean, he's the future. You know, he has skills on the mic, he has it in the ring. You know, he's been there for a while, homegrown talent for TNA. You know, what more can you ask for? So hopefully, you know, he might get his shot in becoming world champion at Bound for Glory. But first, we got to find out who the world champion is, right? Alright. So then we got the triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. We got Mr. Anderson and Sting versus Kurt Angle, triple threat. The match itself was good. You know, at some points it did seem like it was getting slow, especially when it was like Sting versus Kurt Angle. It was getting kind of slowish. You know, Kurt Angle hits the Angle Slam of Sting. Sting kicks out. Then, you know, we get Kurt Angle. Then it started getting crazy. Then we got a Kurt Angle, like, freaking fire or whatever, like a lighter in Sting's face. And then hits the Angle Slam again for the second time. Pins him, 1, 2, 3. Kurt Angle won, which makes sense. You know, I know he has DWI, DUI, whatever you want to call it recently, but, you know, he should be the champion by now. And he retained, and Hulk Hogan came out there and stuff, and you know, Mike Tenay, Taz were talking real quick. Oh, how's Bobby Roode going to deal with this? How's he going to deal with Immortal at Bound for Glory when he has to, you know, trying to become world champion and stuff? So, you know, this was a good night of pay-per-view. Good pay-per-view. It was alright. You know, I'm not going to say it was the best pay-per-view. I'm not going to say it was worse, you know, but it was good. It was okay. I liked it, enjoyed it. To me, I enjoyed this more than Hardcore Justice. So that's just me. I want you guys to think, if you watch pay-per-view, you know, if you want to talk about football down below, you can talk about football down below. You want to make a video response, make a video response, alright? Please, if you haven't, also subscribe to Legendary Shooters if you haven't. And that's for me. Peace out. Have a good night, guys.